So we've always been able to go off-grid. We can always use diesel generators or gasoline generators to go off-grid and generate electricity ourselves if we choose. However, it's always a question not of whether we can, but whether we should or whether it makes economic sense. Our analysis shows that there are very few cases where it is economically viable to go off-grid, and in those few cases where it is, typically it's because you are willing to live with much less reliability than you get with a grid connection. Homeowner that is using their own electricity, self-generated electricity, would have certain benefits. For example, they're completely responsible for their own energy supply. And so they have complete control over when they generate it and how they generate it, as long as they have some ability to work with their own loads and to match their loads with, for example, the solar profile. However, they're also completely responsible for their own power supply. And so if there's ever a problem with their equipment, they have to fix it. If there's ever any reliability issues, they have to live with it. So it has its trade-offs, certainly. And for some people who are willing to pay much more for electricity, then going off-grid is a viable option. It is possible, even with today's technology. The question is whether it can compete economically with grid power or enable as reliable energy as you have with the grid. So as you know, we already have electric vehicles on the road, and it's very rapidly expanding in the number of electric vehicles that we have. The battery is an enabling technology for electric vehicle, and it's already here. We've seen tremendous growth in that area. The same technology can make home batteries available too. The question, of course, from a home battery standpoint is what benefit does it bring you? It's still a relatively expensive technology to provide backup power for the grid when the grid is actually quite reliable. So maybe in the future, if there are other applications for energy storage, then maybe home energy storage becomes more practical. Today, the question is not actually about the technology, which is available, or even about the cost, which is there, but the question is the value of a home energy storage system.